Yo, bikersmijs, welcome back to another episode of MotoGP Road to MotoGP. We're heading for Australia with a gap of 15 points with Maverick Vinales. So we are leading by 15 points in the Riders' Championship, and we are close to the end of the season. We have an all-dry weekend. So a dry sprint race, a dry main race, and in the main race we have to defeat Jack Miller. See you back at the qualifying results.
The second MotoGP qualifying session also ends here. The graphic you see on the screen corresponds to riders' starting position on the grid.
So we qualified in pole position. We had a very good space here in Australia, where we are always strong.
The riders have completed their warm-up lap and lined up on the starting grid.
Let's start the sprint race.
We
have a new helmet design, as you can see. We have 10 red lights. We rev the engine up, and the Phillip Island sprint race is underway. Vinales has an excellent start. And as always, we have a horrible one. But it seems to be better than previous time in Mandalika, previous episode. Right now we are fighting with our teammate. Hopefully he can finish high up in front. Oh, well, we get bumped by him. He's very aggressive here. As we head into turn 4, Miller corner, and we just overtook Miller. Maybe that's the reason why he was so aggressive heading into Miller corner. Vinales leading, Bagnaia in second place as we overtake Marquez for P7. We have a tight line on Martin. Try to cling on, and we are now at the outside of Bastianini as we head into turn 10. Who has a better exit? I think we have a better exit. Oh, bump into Oliveira. My apologies. Didn't expect him to turn in that soon. But as of now, we are in P4, right behind Bagnaia. While Vinales is leading the race, and the Aprilia's strong again. They developed the best bike this season. But nevertheless, we are challenging them for the Riders' Championship, as we are leading over Vinales with 15 points. Great overtake on Bagnaia. Can we overtake Espargaro as well? And Vinales, no, we let Vinales through, as we both will have crashed out. But now we have a better exit than Vinales, and we take the lead of the sprint race in the second lap. So we convert the great pace we had in qualifying. Convert it into our race pace here in the sprint race. As we go a bit wide into turn 10. We're in the final lap of the sprint race, and we created a gap of 3.4 seconds with Bagnaia. Well, I said that Vinales just took over Bagnaia for second place. But once again, we dominated here at the Phillip Island. We dominated the sprint race. Next up will be the main race where we want to dominate again and score the maximum amount of points. We win the sprint race of Phillip Island.
As the riders do their cool-down laps, let's take a look at the final classification of the race we've just seen.
So Bagnaia finished in front of Vinales, which is excellent news. Vinales finishing in P3, our teammate. Not sure where he finished, but didn't score any points. So a bit disappointed in Miller. Hopefully he can do much better for the main race. Our gap with Vinales has increased to 20 points. It's almost a full race that we have in difference. You can see my helmet design much better. It's one I already had, but I just added some Red Bull logo. But yeah, let's head out for the main race of Phillip Island.
Completed their warm-up lap and lined up on the starting grid. In a matter of seconds, the lights will go out and the Phillip Island Grand Prix will begin.
Okay, getting ready for the main race here. We have 10 red lights, we rev the engine up, the sun is shining, the weather is sweet. Let's head out. And we are on the way. We have a slow response to the lights going out. Bastianini has the best response, but we have a much better start than we had in all season long. So not sure what I did there, but we started much better than we did before in all other races. Oh, sorry Miller. Oh, in the grass, hard braking again for turn 4. Spargro leading the race with Bastianini right behind him, and Vinales is just right at the back end of Bastianini as we go through the inside of Bagnaia. Try to go through the outside, so we have the inside line of turn 10, but we let Bagnaia through because that will puts too much risk on us. I don't want to crash. I want to finish in front of Vinales to increase the gap in the Riders' Championship. That's my main goal here. Spargro and Vinales battling it out. Bastianini also battling in it out. It's a three-way battle for the lead of the race. But as of now, Spargro has the better line, the inside line. And that gives us the opportunity to close the gap to the others. We overtook Bastianini through the inside. And now we are right behind Vinales in Spargro as Vinales makes a brilliant move on Spargro. And now we are trying to outbrake them. We bump into Vinales. Sorry about that, it's a bit aggressive. As we went way too hot into Miller's corner. But we are still putting pressure on those two Aprilia riders. Oh, that was a very daring move. Almost took us both out. And now we'll be getting sandwiched by the two Aprilia riders, who are battling very hard with each other. We have the better exit and we take the lead of the race with Spargro and Vinales still right behind us. We have to tuck in and create a gap with the others, as they both will be battling for P2. Gap is almost a second. Oh, we go very wide. Ooh, have to be careful on the sand. Luckily we didn't crash, but that gives Spargo the lead back, and we drop down to P5. So yet again, we have a lot of work to do. Our pace is there, but we just made an error, which puts us back down to P5. We have the inside line of Banyaya, great move into turn 10. Up to P4. Next up, Bastianini. We know we have the pace. We just have to make use of it, as we did just now. And we overtook Bastianini. We're back in P3. And we are hunting down those two in front of us. They know we are coming for them. They know we are much faster. But it seems like they're just too busy battling each other. Can we take the inside line of Vinales? He's too far away. But we are very close to him. Where can we make a move? It's very hard to overtake here in Phillip Island. A very narrow track with narrow corners. But there he goes a bit wide. We try to take the inside line, which puts us on the outside of turn 10. Leave a bit of space for him. But we executed that overtake beautifully, and we are right behind Espargaro. He's going wide for a much tighter turn in. Oh, on the grass. But there are some really fun and exciting battles here in Phillip Island. As I wanted to say, I overtook Espargaro, but he just made a brilliant move on us. Really didn't expect him to pull ahead of us. So great move by the Spaniard, but now we have better traction and we take the lead back. There were some really fun battles here in Phillip Island, especially with the Aprilia riders. But it's time to check out. It's time to create a gap. Almost going wide again. Now we go wide into turn 10. Careful for the grass. And the errors is putting Espargaro right at the back of us. And he's putting pressure on us. He's smelling blood. He wants the race win. Gap is 7/10. Have to concentrate, not make any error, so I can win this GP, the Australian GP, and increase the gap with Vinales. Can't remember a race where he didn't finish in the top 3, even in the sprint races, so he's doing an excellent job. We're slowly pulling away. The gap is 2 seconds. And we are checking out with just 3 more laps remaining, including this lap of the main race. We're in the final lap, heading into turn 10. We dominated the race from lap number 7. I guess it was lap number 7. But before that we had some really exciting and fierce battles with the premium riders. But in the end we were too strong. We had too much space for them. And we finish the race, we win the race, we win the Phillip Island
In a few minutes,
GP.
the top 3 riders will arrive for their well-deserved podium ceremony. In the meantime, let's take a look at the MotoGP race final results.
So we had the fastest lap time of 1:28.8. Our teammate finishing in P6, which is a good job from Jack Miller. Our gap as of now is 29 points. As we will head for Thailand, I guess. And we did a good job here in Australia by scoring the maximum amount of points we could do.
Here are the top 3 up on the podium. These riders put in a great performance today. It's been a real pleasure to watch them do battle.
So we have 4 more rounds to go, and which means we can score 148. There's still 148 points to score. It's the maximum amount of points you can score. So the championship battle is far, but far from over. Hopefully we can decide the championship battle in Qatar, because that's my favorite track. We have a new challenge, and I think it's Vinales, as we're heading to the end. Yes, it is, as we are heading to the end of the season. We have to finish in front of Maverick Vinales in the standings within 3 GPs, which will be the Thailand GP, the Malaysian GP, and Qatar. And hopefully those 3 will be enough to secure the MotoGP Championship. It's, if we win the MotoGP Championship, it will be my first one ever. I did win the Moto3 Championship and the Moto2 Championship, but never won the MotoGP Championship, as I never cleared a season or 2 or 3. So hopefully we can, before we go to MotoGP 24, we can win this MotoGP Championship. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe. See you back in Thailand.